That was terrible, but you still be able to hear it, right?
Yeah, do another one.
Is that better?
That's workable.
There we go. All right. Serious time. I did everything myself in here. That is not how you do the business. And that right there is a house that I have already flipped as well. And I already know that I can flip this house to a buyer on my buyers list because I got a strong buyers list in this area. Hey, what's up guys? John Cochran here, and today is System Saturday, the day that I bring you a system that I use in my business that you can rip off, duplicate, use in your own local market. Now, today's System Saturday session, what we're gonna talk about is the 12-step checklist before you sell any house, okay? This is huge because you gotta make sure that whenever you go to sell a property, that you have this checklist done so that you can get your hands on that profit check. So we've worked hard at this point. We have worked really, really hard. We found a deal. We have found a deal. We have went through and got the deal funded through a third party to fund our deal. And then we fixed the deal if we had to prehab it or rehab it. And then we found our buyer, and it better be in just 7 days or less using our system. So we have done all of that. Every bit of that has been done. Now it's time to get your hands on that profit check. Guys, that's exactly why we found that deal. That's why we got it funded. That's why we fixed it up, and that's why we found a buyer so that we could get our hands on that, which is why we're doing this entire business, to change lives and get your hands on more profit checks. That's it. That's it. So now it's time to get your hands on that profit check and make sure that that deal gets to closing and that you have your I's dotted and your T's crossed. It's that simple, okay? So here's the 12 steps that we do on every single property, and here's the checklist. And we do this all before closing. Okay, all this gets done before closing. The first thing that you have to do is you got to call your insurance company in order to cancel your homeowner's insurance so that you don't have to pay that anymore, okay? You want to call your title company or your closing attorney to get the funds to get all of your profit check wired, because no checks. Guys, I don't care how much money you got in the bank, I don't care. Okay, so anytime that you're getting a $15,000, a $30,000, a $50,000, $100,000 check, or even an $8,000 check, guys, the banks, they're going to want to hold those funds. And I don't know if you're like me, but I don't like to get my money held from banks or anything like that. I don't like to do that. So guys, we don't accept any checks at any of our closings. All the funds, all the proceeds get wired right into our bank account because that is instant. As soon as we close on it, they go and wire the money. It's right into my bank account, no hold, no nothing, okay? Very, very easy. Number 3, if you're selling a condo, make sure that the buyer who's buying the property off of you has a copy of all the bylaws. Very simple. Number 4, call the water company to get the water out of your name. Call the sewer company to get the sewer out of your name. And most of the time, guys, the water and the sewer are the same exact company, okay? So most of the time, they're the same exact company. So the water company, sewer company, get those off. You want to call the electric company and get that out of your name. So what we do in the water, the sewer, and everything else, and the electric, here's how it works. Okay, so we will, days before the closing, we will call up the electric company, the sewer, water, all them, and we'll just call them up and just say, hey, this is John Cochran, on 123 Main Street. I'm actually selling that property this Friday, so I need to get it out of my name effective on Friday. Don't get it on effective out of today. Do it on that actual scheduled close date. And guys, unfortunately, if the buyer doesn't call in or anything like that, it's going to get turned off. Okay, so you only want to pay for what you use. So those are things that are very, very key that you do. You also want to call your private lender, whoever gave you all the funds, to let them know that, hey, I've got a closing come up. This is going to help them. This is going to help give them good customer service so that they can go and invest into your next deal. We do this all the time. It's right onto our checklist. You can see it that anytime that we're closing on a deal, very standard, that we'll call the private lender to get them excited that they're going to get their money back so they can go and invest into another deal with us. Very, very key. Call the title company or the closing attorney and have them send you the settlement statements for you to look over, and that's done 1 day before closing. Now, why is this? Why in the world do you want them, the title company, closing attorney, to send you the settlement statement to see all the money transferred on that deal? Guys, you got to make sure that it's right. You have to make sure that it's right to make sure that your profit is your profit, that you're not paying too much in taxes, that, what is the money that they have allocating to the buyer is really going to them. So you need to make sure that all these figures are right. Most of the time they are, but guys, we have definitely caught these things with errors, which could cost you a lot of money. So get that done one day before closing so that anything that you find, you can get adjusted so that the day of closing, it will be adjusted properly and your proper profit check will be there. Remove all the staging. So guys, this is when you remove all the staging, and this is when you also take all the seller signs down. Remove all your directional, all the signs are all coming down. Remove all your lockbox, and that is the last one. Okay, so remove the staging, take the seller signs down, remove the directionals, and remove your lockbox onto the property. And that, guys, all gets done 1 to 3 days before the closing. That doesn't get done 7 days. That doesn't get done 10 days. That doesn't get done as soon as you find the buyer. 1 to 3 days before you get to the closing table, typically 3, you want to start doing every bit of those things so that you know that that day that you're closing, everything is going to be done. You've dotted your I's, you crossed your T's, you got it all done, okay? So here's what I want you to do. Comment below and tell me about a deal that you have closed within the past 3 to 6 months. And guys, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give you our exact checklist. So comment below, let me know of a deal that you've done. How in the world did you find it? How did you fund it? What was your profit check? What obstacles did you run into whenever you did this deal? And how much money did you make? How much money did you make on this entire thing? And just for doing that, guys, I'm gonna give you our exact checklist so that every time you go and close more deals, you'll make sure that you got everything done properly so that you can get your hands on that profit check. So guys, I'm out and I will see you on the next System Saturday. Comment below.